All right now. Listen. What's up, y'all? This is Nate from Peter Morgan and Associates, your urban financial professional. All right, today is Payday Saturday. Guess what? I keep saying I ain't gonna keep that long. And somehow 15 minutes turns into 30. However, today on Payday Saturday, because I know some of y'all got paid yesterday, turn up. Today we're going to talk about two things that sort of kind of go with each other. We're going to talk about budgeting your money, and we're going to talk about that collection bill that you have. You may not want to pay it off. Ooh, that's just... Nate, you about to tell us that we ain't got to pay the collection bill off? I didn't say that, but you may want to think twice before you pay it. All right, so let's get it out the way. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube under Help Me With My Money. For those who don't know, starting in September, I will be having a 4-week young adult class that will teach them about credit and money management. After they finish, they should have 1 to 3 positive trade lines on their credit. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. All right, so of course, some of y'all got paid yesterday. And that's all good. But here's the funny thing. Raise your hand if you overspent because you got kids, went school shopping, went and did a little something here and there. Then probably by next Wednesday or Thursday, you end up going to the store or something like that. And, you're like, oh, God, I hope this thing goes through. I hope I got enough left with me. Well, I didn't have as much as I thought I had in there. All right. Most people end up getting dings on their credit because they missed payments or they defaulted on a loan or a credit card because of the more popular one, because of an illness or because they were not financially organized and they had no clue what was in the budget. We would just spend it until the card just run out. That's a horrible way to live. Well, you kind of know what's in there. So you know what's in there. You kind of know what's in there, but you had no financial discipline. So that's a problem in itself. No financial discipline, and I really don't know what's in there. So let's go into the off-pay week. Now it's like Tuesday. And then for lunch, you're eating hot dogs. If you eat, man, I'm intermittent fasting. I'm fasting. You're fasting because you have no money. Tell the truth and shame the devil. What's even worse are the ones that say, hey, can I borrow like $20? You done borrowed $20 from 5 different people in office, and when your check comes, you gotta pay up $100. Or the one that'll really burn you, and there's someone right now stroking that signature to get this money. Hey, you, the light bill is due money, but you don't have the cash. We can give you $500 and you can pay us back on the next payday. Wow. Let me help you out. For every $100 that you borrow, they will charge you $20 to $25 for every 100 that you borrow. So that means if you borrow $500 at 20, you're going to pay back $600, and it's due in 2 weeks. But of course, they have a solution for you. If you like this live and you like where I'm going with this right now, either share it on your page or invite some people in. So they'll say something to the effect of, if you don't have all of the $600 that you owe, just pay the interest and we'll be more than happy to roll your loan over for the next week. I'm sorry, the next 2 weeks. Okay, well, I really ain't got it because I got to pay some other bills. So you give them $100, you roll it over. Okay, that's cool. So we're going to roll your thing over again. So it's going to be another $100 plus the $500. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Now, this is where it starts to get really interesting. So the second time comes around, it's time to pay the piper the $600. Hi, we know that you're struggling, but if you can't make the $500 payment this pay period, we can roll it over another 2 weeks. Just pay us the $100. Okay, that sounds like it's a good idea. Okay, now you just paid them $200 to borrow $500. That's half, almost half of what you borrowed. Now week 6 comes. You're into the second cycle. Whether you're getting ready to pay your rent, you can't do it. Hi. We know that you're having financial troubles. Just pay us the $100. We can roll this thing over. Oh no, I'm gonna give you the $100. Then I'm gonna give you an extra $250. So you're gonna give us a total of $350? Yeah. Okay, well that $100 is going to the interest, and that $250 will knock down. Okay, no problem. But we'll roll it over, and here's the interest rate for it. So now you're going into week 8. This is 2 months in. Now you owe them $250 plus 75. No, I'm sorry, plus 50. And so what has happened, you literally paid them double the money than what you borrowed. You got $500, but you gave them $500 back. Or a little under $500, give or take. But the problem is, instead of, you pay back their $500 plus another $350, $350 for a total cash and prizes of $800. Not bad for sitting on your money for 2 months. And here's what people highly justify. It's just money, I'll get it back. It's just money, I'll get it back. It's just money, I'll get it back. But what could you have done with that $300? All right, well, there's a solution to that. Now it's time to tell the truth. So this is what you do. First things first, you're going to get all your pay stubs as you can for the last 3 months. How much are you bringing home? What is your net? I'm not worried about the gross, everything before you get your paycheck. I'm worried about the net, what you bring home. You want to use $1,000 per paycheck every 2 weeks, $26,000 for the year. Now, you're going to write down how much you bring home for the month, which is $2,000. Then you're going to go and write down all of your expenses and how much you pay. The caveat to this is you will now put the due date next to what you owe and how much you owe. And if you have a balance, I want you to do another column and say, this is the balance that I owe prior to paying. Okay? All right, cool. So now we got it. We figured it out. We've listed all of our expenses. We listed all of the days that they're due. We listed how much we owe left. Okay? You're going to add up what you owe your expenses for those 2 weeks or for the month. Do it for the month, but start off with the month. Well, actually, I want you to do 2 weeks in a month, and I'll show you why later. And then once you add it up, you got a number. And then you're going to add that, and you're going to subtract it from the income that you bring in. It is going to give you a plus or a minus number. And most people come up with a plus. It may not be a big plus, but there's a plus. And then there's some people, they're negative 100, they're negative 2, 3, 400. And guess what? They're living in a deficit. Now, remember I said I need you to go get 3 months of pay stubs. Here's what I want you to do. 3 months pay stubs. Boom. What you're going to do is this. You're going to go look through a fine-tooth comb and look at everything that you spent on that card. And you're going to look at everything that you spent. And you're going to look at what was an unnecessary purchase. Did I really need to spend $15 at McDonald's? Did I really need to spend $10 in Starbucks for a cup of coffee with a double shot of latte with heavy cream, triple cherries in it, or whatever it is y'all doing? Do I really need to pay $10, $15 a day in lottery numbers where I'm doing 726 90-day box? Play me out for the next 14 days? Was it really necessary? I can't tell you. But what you need to do is look inside of what you're spending in that bank statement and say, what did I just spend on? And then when you look at it, what you're going to do is run a little line up under and say, I need to eliminate this, eliminate this, eliminate this. So now here's where the discipline comes in. I am not a proponent of people having businesses come into their bank accounts and take their money. I used to be a proponent on having people to do a bill payer. However, what I have found is bill payer is unreliable with the banks because they mail a check out, and if your due date is on the 15th and they send it out on the 15th, it's not electronically transferred. So what I am a proponent of is going to the banks or going to whatever you owe and paying them directly. So if I know this pay period, I have to pay $100 to gas and electric. I have to pay $200 to cable, $150 to my cell phone. I'm going to immediately pay it once I know I got paid. Simultaneously, I'm going to put away at least $25, a minimum of $25, a minimum of $25 in a savings account. Okay? If you didn't get it, don't worry about it. Just go back and look at the replay. We're going to talk about this more next week. So now you've done all of this and you're starting to get your cell phone budget, starting to put a little something away because you see where you're putting the money at and you see what's going on. And that's fine. So what I want you to do next is go to the mailbox for those that have bad credit. Hey, CC, what's going on? All right, some of us have what they would call our collection bills. And these are bills that came from things like, I don't know, you may owe someone and then they wrote it off. And when they wrote the bill off, they sent it to a third party. And the third party, then what they did, they decided that we're going to collect on this because they bought that debt from the company for pennies on the dollar. Now, how you went into default and all that other stuff, that's a totally different situation. That's a totally different situation, how you went in there. Just know that you got some collection bills, whether they're from credit cards, loan, car repos, or my favorite, doctor's office. They've already written it off. They gave it to someone else. So, Nate, you said don't pay that collection off just yet. You're right. I did say that. And I will stand behind that. Now, let me explain. When I do a credit consultation with people and they're like, well, can you knock it off? Sometimes I can, sometimes you can't. That's being real. It just depends. But most of the times you can. It just depends on the situation why I can't. However, just because I knock it off does not mean that you still don't owe it. All right, so here's what happens. So you get this bill, and this usually happens around taxing. I'm gonna just pay it off because it's the right thing to do. It's on my credit, and okay. Here's the problem. First off, you don't have a contract with them. You have a contract with the original creditor. Okay. So are you obligated to pay that creditor? They cannot put that on your credit report and you can dispute it. Okay? Because you don't have a contract with that company, but you do have a contract with the other company. So, Nate, I'm going to go ahead and pay it off because it's the right thing to do. Okay, go for it. But before you do that, you may want to do two things. First off, call the original creditor that you owe and ask who actually holds the note. And what I mean by who holds the note, I'm talking about who actually is due this money. And they'll tell you. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Let me get to the second part. The second part is when you call, ABC credit collection company, you're going to say something in the neighborhood of, listen, I owe you guys $1,000. I like to settle with you for half. Watch the strategy. I want to settle with you for half. No, Mr. Nate, we want all our money. Click. Wait a day or two, call back. ABC Collection, hi, I owe you guys $1,000. I want to settle. Can we do $500? Oh, Mr. Nate, I'm not interested in that. We want all our money. Click. Wait a couple more days. ABC Collection Company, I owe you $1,000. I want to settle out. I want to settle for $500. Oh, Mr. Nate, we can't do that. Don't hang up this shit. Maybe we can do $750. $600, we got a deal. Oh, Mr. Nate, we're going to make that happen. No problem. Can I break it up into payments? Oh, no, man, we already losing money. Can I break it up in payments? I'll give you $200 right now. No problem. Because they probably only paid $200 for it. $200 in 2 weeks, $200 after the remaining dollars after that. No problem, Mr. Nate. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to need you to put that in writing, Mr. ABC Collection Agency. No problem, baby. We got you. Cool. Now, here's where it gets even more fun. Oh, now that we've come to terms on financials, I see that this is on my credit report. Can you remove it for me? Oh, no, Mr. Nate. No. No. See, it has to stay. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You say, listen, I'll pay you, but remove it off my credit. And this is where your negotiation skills come into play. So at bare minimum, what you want to do is at least negotiate them down, not pay the full price. But you can negotiate having them take it off. They don't have to put it on there. There's no law that says it has to stay on your credit report, let alone stay on your credit report 7 years. Okay, so let's circle back. So what happens is you just ask the creditor, okay, hey, I owe you guys, who do I owe it to? So then they're going to tell you, let me tell you why you're asking who you owe it to. Because that particular bill has probably been sold so many times. So somebody may just be calling you out of the whim and saying, you know what, you owe us this money, da 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 da. They're not the actual note holders. They probably had the note and sold it to someone else and didn't take you out of the system. And then you pay it. It's unscrupulous tactics, that happens. And then you get a call a couple of months later, or maybe a year or two later, you owe us this money. No, I don't. I paid it. You paid it to who? I paid it to such and such. Most people don't keep them records. And of course, there's always someone that says, yeah, I keep everything. Okay, well, this post ain't for you, my friend. Just go back to the first part when I said you have to be organized. You have to be financially organized. That's how you got in this situation. So when they say, I paid it, I used to love it at the DMV. I already paid that. Prove it. Show me the receipt. It ain't proof. You can't prove it. There you go. So now you have to keep this paperwork, and you have to know who actually holds the note so that you pay the correct person. Because they will sell these notes, and then other people will come at you. Listen, if you have concerns about some collections on your credit report or bill collectors calling, there's a link that I have. What you're going to do is book yourself a free 15-minute appointment with one of my staff members, and we will go over with you how we can assist you in possibly removing that creditor off your credit report. If not, we can talk to you how you can effectively negotiate a debt settlement with them. Again, find me on Instagram, Facebook, helpmewithmymoney.com. If this touched you, please forward it to your timeline. If you know somebody that needs our program, by all means, please have them book a free 15-minute credit consultation with me. They can go to the link or they can text Raise My Credit to 39492. We will get it, we will talk to them, and we will come up and figure out what we can do to help them to get them out of their financial situation. Because everybody needs financial freedom. And now is the time. Not tomorrow, not next year, not during tax time. Now is the time to start cleaning up your credit and restoring it to where it needs to be. I want to thank you guys for watching me. If you have a child or you know someone that is between the ages of 18 and 25, I am doing a 4-week young adult and teen money and credit management class. When they finish, they will have 1 to 3 positive trade lines on their credit report. Hurry up, I got 30 spots. I don't know how many spots are left right now, but I will say this. Orientation is coming up next week. All they have to do is commit 1 hour a day for 4 weeks. Listen, I want to thank you guys again. I hope this information helped you out. Definitely shoot me an email. But if you got any questions, book that free 15-minute appointment. It is free. I'm not charging. The staff ain't charging. No one's charging. But you get 15 minutes for free. And we will talk to you how we can help you to get out your financial situation. Again, I want to thank you. I'm Nate, your urban financial professional.